So let's walk through this example now. We've got this strategy 2 trade chart here. Of course, we're going to identify the trend first. We're going to identify the MAs. Everything is trending upwards. So we're looking for a short trade or a long trade. Well, we're looking for a short trade in an uptrend. That was a test to see if you're listening. We do not want to go short in an uptrend. We want to go long in an uptrend. So let's see if you can find the trade. Now we're obviously looking for an ABCD down move. Did you find it? There it is right there. It's an ABCD there. So where would you enter? Well, we will be entering on the D point. And what about our stop? Well, our stop will be going below the low of this low pivot. This low pivot right here is just too close to the entry, but the next low pivot is a decent distance away where it gives a bit of space for price to breathe. You could put it under this low pivot as well. You won't be wrong. It's very, very close, so you could put it under this low pivot as well. What about our break even? Well, our break even is at the 1-to-1 risk reward, so whatever the amount of pips is between the entry and the stop, that's how many pips we want to be in profit before we move our stop from the original place to our entry place. Now I want you to pause the video and work out the exit. Okay, so the exit will be as indicated. Why is it there? Well, let's see. How do we trail our position? We trail it with pivot highs or pivot lows? Well, because it's a long trade, we are going to be trailing with pivot lows. So after this break-even price, the first pivot low is this one right here. So we would move our stop from our entry up. The next pivot low is this one right here. Why is this a pivot low? Because on the left we've got a higher low and on the right we've got a higher low. So there's our pivot low. So we move it from here up to here. The next pivot low is this one right here. Higher low, higher low. So we move it up. The next pivot low is this one here. We've got a higher low on the right and a higher low on the left. But then we see price comes down through that pivot low where we had our stop and we would sell for a profit. What would be our risk reward? Well, our risk is about 1 and a bit grids. And our reward is around about 11, let's say. So it will be around about the 7.5 to 1 risk reward. The risk isn't quite 1.5 grids, so it'll be around about 1.3, 1.4 of a grid, and our reward is about 11. I mean, we don't need to go so much into the numbers, we just need to have a bit of a comparison. That is about 7-8 times the risk. So our reward is between 7 and 8 times the risk, which is pretty good. So I hope you got that right. I really hope you're understanding the strategy 2 trades now. I need you to understand it so you can actually start trading it in the market now. I'm sure you can see just how powerful strategy 2 trades are, and I really do hope that you follow this strategy out to the T, because if you do, you are going to make a lot of money. This is Kumar for Trade to Success University, and I'll see you in the next video.